jumping straight into the topic, whether you've just found this video now, if you're a new viewer, you're a new subscriber, or if you've been watching my videos for a little while, a big topic, one that people first should think about before jumping into weight loss is my life worth it? Value versus money versus life. If you want to live and have good health and do the best you can, does money really come into it as an option? If you can afford it, to live that bit longer, to live that bit better, to have a much better and full life, of course you're going to spend what you want to spend. You're going to drop that money, you're going to use your money, you're going to get what money you can to help yourself live a better life. And weight loss surgery is no different. It's very expensive. I've always been out there, I've always been open, and I'm never one to hide on what it costs, the money it goes through, the lifestyle you go through, the restrictions you need to take, all that kind of stuff, because I want to be as open as I can be to help you guys, the ones that are thinking about getting weight loss surgery, jumping into the pool and taking that leap. Now, my surgery in Australia here costs $26,000 Australian, so you convert that any way you want from US if you're watching us in the US to wherever you live. My surgery was in 2017 and it cost $26,000. Now, that's some people's yearly wage. That's some people's, life savings. It's a lot of money. Luckily for us here in Australia, we can pay by super, which is superannuation. We can take the money out of our super, which we get. Anyway, there's another video and I'll put the link up and I'll put the description so you can go and watch that one on how to pay for surgery. There's a few other ways, obviously, you can pay for it. Go and get yourself a bank loan, which is, a steep way to do it, but it is definitely a way if any other avenue isn't available for you. Pay for it completely outright. If you have this kind of money in the savings, drop the money in the savings and pay for it, or go and get private health cover. Now, in the long run, this is the cheapest and by far the best, because you go on a waiting list for 12 months, you drop the excess, which is normally $500 to $1,000, and you're straight in with private health cover. For me, when I made the decision to get weight loss surgery, I didn't want to wait 12 months just in case something popped up in the sense of, oh, I don't really need the weight loss surgery, and I changed my mind, or I started losing weight normally, and I know I've lost weight a million times before, but I knew I needed the weight loss surgery to kick it off and get it started. So for me, I used my super, and you'll see that in the other video. A lot of people do use private health insurance, and whichever way you do it, research properly. I'm not here to give advice, I'm just here to let you know the avenues, I guess, in which you can take. Now, yes, I know some people are watching this and they're screaming at me, oh my God, Billsy, how did you and why did you pay $26,000 for? I got it done from this doctor for $7,000. Someone else said they got it done from this doctor for $15,000. There's a million different prices. And it's true. It's an industry where it's not so regulated and you have to sell it at this price point. But at the same time, do your research. Figure out what doctor you want to go through, figure out the people you want to go through when it comes to hospital, psychiatry, physiotherapy, all that kind of stuff, and you find what you think you're worth in willing the way you want to spend, or do you just want to go to this doctor and get the treatment done? So there's many different avenues, and yes, I researched them all and I have seen plenty. I've seen some down as cheap as $5,000, I think, but I guess when it boils down to it, and you've heard the saying a million times over, you pay for what you get. And I can't complain. I've got the treatment like you wouldn't believe. I've got help like you wouldn't believe. And it's still ongoing now, up until what am I, 10 months past post-op as well. So for the guys that done my surgery, I recommend them every day to everybody. Of course I do. But that's still not talking lesser of any other doctor here on the Gold Coast, in Australia, or around the world that get the same procedures done. Yes, black and white, the procedure is a procedure, and then you have, you're done. But when it comes to getting the sleeve, getting the gastric bypass, getting the band, anything like that, there's all different doctors you can go to. But like I said, just the money you're spending, research it and research it very, very well. And I'm glad you're watching my video, because obviously you're doing your research right and you're jumping on this video and we're having this chat. Now, another way you could look at it is, say for me, for instance, like I said, $26,000. See that in your bank account, you're going to lay it out and pay the surgeon and pay the company to do your weight loss surgery. And you think, you know what, $26,000, that's a big world trip, that's a brand new car, that's a house deposit, that's a lot of things, especially here in Australia, that's a lot of things. And then you start thinking, I can just go for a walk every day. Yeah, I can eat better. Yeah, you know what, I don't need to spend $26,000 on weight loss surgery. Bullshit. This is why you're watching my video. This is why you're here. This is why we're talking. This is why I've made this channel. You are just like me. You've tried diets. You've tried weight loss fads. You've tried shakes. You've tried exercise. And it may have worked. It worked for me 2 years ago. In 2015, I actually weigh lighter than I do now with no help from weight loss surgery at all. But it comes back. You get lazy. You don't adapt to the lifestyle you need to adapt to. Yeah, you might live really good for 12 months. And then you go back to how you were. With me, and I'm guessing with you as well, weight loss surgery is the kickstart and the restriction you need to lose it and keep it off and put your whole mindset into losing weight and keeping healthy and living healthy. And that's the key. That is the key above all. Take the money out of it. Take the health out of it. Take what you've done in the past out of it. You have to lock your mind into living healthy. Yeah, have your slip days, have your cheat days, in moderation, as they all say. People say it because it is a thing. They don't just say it to look good, to feel good, to sound good. You've got to live healthy if you want to live, full stop. That's pretty much it for this video. Whether the money versus health, and is your life worth jumping in and spending the money on weight loss surgery? If you ask me, obviously I'm going to be biased. I totally highly recommend it. But do your research. Research your doctors, research your friends, research Google, research everything you can, find every nook and cranny on the weight loss specific surgery you want. Go and talk to 2, 3, 4, 5 different specialists if you have to. Don't sell yourself on the first one. Get out there, continue to watch my videos, but mainly please subscribe to this channel, hit the bell thing on the channel, because the amount of videos that I'm about to release is going to be phenomenal.